Take a look at this.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Monday. It is May the 12th. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and a belated happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. I myself got completely spoiled and enjoyed every single minute of it. I don't know what I loved more, the fact that I got to relax all day or the fact that I got to relax outside in 24-degree temperatures. It was gorgeous. Sun was shining both Saturday and Sunday. It was a beautiful weekend. Now, right now, we do have temperatures a little on the cool side, depending on where you are. We are going to warm up, but we've got a little bit of active weather on the way. Move closer to the city of Toronto by this afternoon. That's our chance of seeing showers and some isolated thunderstorms. We're not going to be seeing a ton of rainfall. We're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters, pretty much widespread, but to the south, down towards Hamilton and in through Niagara, we could see higher amounts, 15 to 25 millimeters. That's also the same kind of area where we could see some thunderstorm activity. Now, the severe cells, they'll stay way down towards the extreme southwest. And again, the biggest threat is going to be strong winds and the potential for some small-sized hail. Now, the long-range forecast doesn't look great for the remainder of the week. We are going to be seeing isolated showers and thunderstorms for the next couple of days, so today and into tomorrow. Wednesday looks to be the driest day of the forecast. I put that in quotations because we still do have the risk for showers and isolated storms, but temperatures are going to be quite mild. By Thursday, as you can see, another low approaches, and we've got more wet. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is the 12th of May. Hopefully you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. I know I got spoiled rotten.
Oh, did you?
I did. I got to sit out in the sun for like a whole hour and a half yesterday.
Yes, I can see that.
I know. I put on sunscreen too.
Did you? Oh,
and I still got a little burnt.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
Was it not?
Yeah, it really was.
24 degrees through Oakville. Felt even warmer than that when you factor in the humidities, but it's going to be short-lived.
Yes, rain showers are on the way. It's sort of a wet week in the long range, really.
Yeah, it's not looking great. We do have showers on the way for today. The big threat's going to be kind of hail and strong winds.
Another threat is coming out of Barrie and Aurelia this morning, coming down through Highway 89. It's closed right now. They got a bad crash up on the 400 southbound through 89. I'm hearing police trying to close down the area, so that could be a major delay for you this morning from Barrie.
A beautiful weekend. I hope you got out to enjoy at least some of it to about 24, 25 degrees, depending on where you were. Now, the long-range forecast, as Tom and I were mentioning, it doesn't look great. I'm going to have all the details on when the best day of the week is coming up. But first, Tom, what is going on with that crash? Well, the best day of the week is going to be on Wednesday. Today and tomorrow, we've got rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. Wednesday, we are going to be seeing a bit of a break through the GTA. We still have that risk of showers, but temperatures are going to be fairly mild. Come Thursday, new low develops, getting us into a fairly unsettled Victoria Day weekend throughout southern Ontario. It's rated as exceptional in the Panhandle. Take a look at this. Kakabeka Falls near Thunder Bay is riled up thanks to spring runoff. No reports of any flooding. Conservation authorities say the current status is rated as normal. Stay with us. Your Southern Ontario forecast is next. Not for us, no. I guess that's all that matters at this point, right? We do have rain, unfortunately. Rain continuing today and into tomorrow with that area of low pressure. The best chance of sunshine and warmth that we're going to see this week is going to be throughout the day on Wednesday. So even though it looks kind of wet there, oh, there we go. It's a little drier as we get into Thursday, but then a new low approaches. And it looks as though we're going to see a fairly unsettled long May weekend. Visit our... As you just saw in Force of Nature, severe weather yet again down towards the United States. Now, the same system is going to be bringing active weather to us. The good news is that we're not going to be looking at, tornado activity.
That's good.
Maybe some thunderstorms.
No tornadoes is a good thing.
Yeah, 27 reports of tornadoes through Nebraska, Kansas, and Iowa throughout the day yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty conditions. I'm just listening to problems up on 400 just to change the mood for a second. Southbound 400 is blocked at 89. Very serious crash, so everything's being diverted or turned back. So you're going to have major delays coming out of Barrie today.
All right, well, let's take a look at the radar. This could add to your delays. Once this, they will be very isolated and non-severe in nature. But again, if you do see thunderstorm activity, of course, take cover, take precautions.
Do you know the song "Sunshine on My Shoulders"?
No.
Oh, well, there's a song. I think it was John Denver, actually. "Sunshine
Written
on my
when?
shoulders."
Written when?
Look. Oh, a long time ago. But look, it's right there, "Sunshine on My Shoulder."
Oh.
There you go. I just thought I'd mention it. Okay, that's enough.
Oh, yay! Finally, we're seeing some blossoms. I believe those are cherry blossom trees. Finally, they've come out. We're actually seeing signs of life. It's about time. It's almost the end of May. I've got good news and bad news. Both are coming up in your long range. But first, Tom, I know you've got some bad news.
I do, unfortunately.
Good news is that our temperatures are going to stay relatively mild. The bad news is that it's looking like a pretty wet week. We've got showers and thunderstorms again throughout southern Ontario tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll see a bit of a break, and then Thursday, a new low develops, giving us showers and cooler temperatures getting into the weekend. As the cold front pushes through, it looks as though we're going to have a fairly unsettled May-long weekend.
Rogers Centre, and yeah, it goes along fairly well once everybody's in there. 2 lanes. As long as nobody crashes, we're good. Emily's got details on the long-range forecast right now.
Famous last words, Tom. As long as nobody crashes, we're okay. All right, this area of low pressure is going to be a bit of a nuisance for today and into tomorrow. We're looking at showers late day today, possibly even just through the overnight with the chance of isolated thunderstorms. Wednesday, we'll see a bit of a break, and then Thursday, brand new low moves in through the lower Great Lakes, giving us a chance of isolated showers and more potential for thunderstorms. Go to the Hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Note to self, when it's 24 degrees out and sunny, even though it is May, you need to wear sunscreen. Yes, those are my legs, and yes, that is my tan. And yes, this is a tweet from my husband. How kind is he to take a picture and say, hey, what's up, Farmer M? Yeah, that's what happens. In the May sun, you really need to be cautious about how strong it could be at this time of year. Speaking of the May sun, a beautiful morning sunrise from Blair. Thanks for sending that picture in. If you want to send me any pictures, I'd love to showcase them. It's at EmilyTWN. Now, we do have some active weather on the way today, 5 to 15 millimeters of rain through the GTA. Now, this is going to be mostly late day and through the overnight. That's our best chance of seeing a little bit of active weather. The thunderstorm risk today, non-severe cells firing up along that warm front as it continues to track its way north. Very isolated in nature. And then the severe cells down towards the Windsor area, the biggest threat is going to be wind, and the potential is there for some hail. Now, we've been seeing a lot of active weather through the United States. Tornadoes have been firing up. Reports of about 27 tornadoes over the weekend through Nebraska, through Kansas, and through Iowa. This is today's risk, so it's not as severe, but take a look at some of this video. But luckily, everybody was safe in that home. We'll talk more about the active weather through the U.S. coming up in your extended force of nature, but first, here's home with traffic. Take a look at this. Not for a while, Kevin, which is good news. It's still way down to the south. We do have that risk for some isolated pop-up thunderstorms when the warm front does move in. Raptors Day.
Yes.
This is new.
Native Hill Square.
This is a new thing.
Yeah, they're going to announce, I think, around 8:30.
Okay.
That's going to be officially Raptors Day down.
But nobody gets to take the day off of work.
Well, no, I don't
We don't
think
get to
so.
all sit around and watch basketball.
If they win the championship, then they'll get the day off, maybe. But just being in the playoffs doesn't. Oh, no.
I guess. Okay.
Doesn't quite do it. But anyway, good for them.
It is good for them in Ontario, but the thunderstorm risk is still there for today, and this is going to be more so late afternoon and in through the evening, through the overnight. It's really going to be late day, and I'm thinking through the overnight possibly is when we're actually going to see the most moisture and the highest risk for some thunderstorm activity. Of rain, because we certainly need it now that everything is finally starting to grow. Good and bad news coming up in the long range, but first, Tom, what is going on that Highway 400?
Well, that's going to be a bit of a mess for a while. Well, for this hour, Emily's got your long range and wet forecast.
Tom, you know you're going to have to keep us updated on this kitten.
The kitten, yes.
Because thousands of women want to know. All right, so here's that area of low pressure that's going to be giving us active weather throughout the day today and into tomorrow. By Wednesday, we should see a bit of a break. We are going to be seeing warm temperatures, feeling closer to 28 for Wednesday. And then Thursday, new low moves in. We are going to see that risk for showers and then behind the cold front. Unfortunately, as we get closer to the May long weekend, temperatures are going to be cooling down, and it looks as though we might see a fairly unsettled couple of days. Take a look at this. It's going to be wet for the next couple of days. We've got the risk of isolated showers and thunderstorms late day today and into tonight. Tomorrow, same low is going to be affecting the lower Great Lakes, bringing us a chance of showers. Again, isolated thunderstorms possible. For Wednesday, that's going to be kind of our good day for the week. We do have the risk for some isolated showers, but temperatures will be at their warmest. And then the cold front's going to move through, and that's going to cool down our temperatures dramatically, getting us into the May long weekend, and we may see more unsettled conditions. Kevin's got jeans on. No, Kevin.
No.
Yeah, today we do have that chance of isolated showers, which isn't great for being outdoors. But you know what? This risk, I mean, it's pop-up, isolated thunderstorms. The rain's good for the flowers.
Good for the flowers. I feel like a thorn amongst the flowers.
You do?
Yeah.
Aw, Tom, you look pretty good today. Into tonight, that's where we could see some strong winds. The potential is there for some hail. We'll talk more about your long-range forecasts and the May long weekend. It is quickly approaching. Those details just ahead. But first, Tom, update us on what's happening on the 400. This area of low pressure that we're going to see today is going to affect us into tomorrow, so we are going to see the risk for showers and isolated thunderstorms. Wednesday, we'll see a little bit of a break as it moves off to the north, but then by Thursday, new low moves in, and again over the weekend. As of right now, I know it's Monday, so it's 5 days out. Things could change a lot in the forecast. Some of our models are in disagreement, but as it looks right now, we're going to see a cool and unsettled May long weekend. Until then, temperatures look okay, especially on Wednesday, getting up to a high of 22. Take a look at this. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, Raptors Day, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it should be an interesting time down there. The deputy mayor will be there and some of the players, so it could be a good day to go down.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get rained on.
True, but it doesn't look as though the rain is going to come in until well later on this afternoon. And even if that, I think it's going to be through the overnight.
Good, because I fertilized the lawn and I've got some weeding to do.
Oh, well,
And then I'm going to cut the lawn before the rain shower gets here.
Wow, look at you busy afternoon.
I tell you.
You can come over to my house now.
No, I'm busy.
All right, well, the thunderstorm risk is there for today. Everybody will love to see that green grass growing. Long range coming up next, but first, Tom, what's going on the 400?
Well,
Well, the low that that's moving through today, thanks, Tom, by the way, we are going to be seeing it plague us throughout the day tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Keep the umbrella handy. Think rain jacket for the next couple of days. Wednesday, we are going to start to clear out. Wednesday looks as though it's going to be the better day in our forecast. And then Thursday, a brand new low comes in. And unfortunately, the cold front is going to bring in cooler temperatures, which means we are going to have a cool May long weekend, and we do have the potential to see some unsettled conditions for pretty much all 3 days. Take a look at this. That area of low pressure is going to be a bit of a nuisance for the next couple of days, and unfortunately, it's literally just a series of lows, one after another, that's going to bring us unsettled weather through the Great Lakes right into the May long weekend. Rain, the risk of isolated thunderstorms again throughout the day tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll see a bit of a break. Temperatures are still going to be mild. The next low that moves in on Thursday is going to be responsible for cooling down our temperatures over the weekend. We're going to get back to below seasonal average.
Traffic. Emily, when is the rain going to come?
Later. Thanks, Kevin. Today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to enjoy some sunshine, but we do have that warm front. It's approaching southern Ontario, and right now it's moving pretty slowly. It's still down towards the southwest, but there is a risk later on this afternoon for thunderstorm activity, and then again through the overnight. I'm thinking that the bulk of the moisture, like the actual rain, is going to be overnight.
That's good, because I put fertilizer down, I've got grass seed down, I'm going to have weed today, cut the lawn, and then rain. Perfect.
Wow, you're a busy man.
Oh, sure.
$20 if you mow my lawn.
$20.
$20.
Come on.
You wouldn't mow my lawn for $20? My lawn's tiny. I live in Oakville. My backyard's like this
Oakville, $60.
big. Just because it's Oakville?
Yep.
Inflation?
Yep.
Tom.
$60.
Okay, let's look at the radar. I can find a neighborhood kid to do it for a quarter of that.
All right, we'll do it as well.
That might be true. Okay, here's a look at the system as moisture through later on today and into tomorrow. We'll get into the long range. We'll talk about the May long weekend, all that just ahead. But first, Tom, those are a lot of red lines. Well, this area of low pressure is going to be our nuisance for the next few days. We're going to see showers with risk of isolated thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow. Pretty wet for Wednesday. Thursday, again, new low moves in. And then Friday, we're going to be seeing cooler temperatures move in behind the cold front. Just take a quick look at some of these conditions. Earlier, I know I was saying we were talking about the brief break being on Wednesday, but it looks as though we're going to see rain all the way through the week. It's rated as exceptional in the Panhandle. Take a look at this. Kakabeka Falls near Thunder Bay is riled up thanks to spring runoff. No reports of any flooding. Conservation authorities say the current status is rated as normal. Stay with us. Your Southern Ontario forecast is next.
Cold temperature.
For a little bit of active weather today, we've got a warm front approaching Southern Ontario, so there is a slight risk for some isolated non-severe thunderstorms firing up. If we do see thunderstorm activity, these rainfall amounts will go up, but about 5 to 15 millimeters from today and into tomorrow. We do have a series of lows moving through the lower Great Lakes for the next couple of days. And unfortunately, the last one by the end of the week is going to cool down our temperatures fairly significantly. So it is going to be wet and it is going to cool down dramatically for the May long weekend. We are going to be seeing some sunshine, hopefully getting into next week, which is good news. In through Hamilton, we're going to be seeing a very warm Tuesday. We're looking at 27 degrees tomorrow, feeling closer to 33 when you factor in the humidity. That's that warm sector that's going to be pushing through. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I wish I had better news, but I don't. It looks wet. We are going to see rain as a series of lows moves their way through Southern Ontario. By the weekend, we may see some sunshine, but temperatures are going to remain cold. Very similar story for Oshawa, but the closer you are to the water, the cooler it's going to be. So we're only looking at 19 tomorrow. Risk of a few isolated thunderstorms, and then Thursday, 16 degrees, and by Friday, cooling down to 11. Okay, Tom, I don't have great news in terms of the forecast for the next couple of days. Tell me you've got better news for the traffic.
What?
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. What a great day to be down there. Thankfully, there's no rain yet.
Listen, so you just take the day off? Is that the idea? And go
For
down
Raptors
there?
Day?
Just take the day off and go.
Well, it's not even 9 o'clock, so I don't think those people are at work yet.
Not official holiday?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I was hoping, but
Okay.
I think they'd have to go to the...
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, okay. Thunderstorm risk is there today. Now, it's going to be a very isolated risk affecting us, but not as intense. Warning, things are going to continue. We just have literally, it's like one low after another, after another, after another, getting us into the May long weekend. More details on that just ahead. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? If you don't mind 3-4 days of rain, it doesn't look too bad. We need the rain, absolutely. It's been dry and we need this moisture, but it's literally low after low after low after low, moving their way through the lower Great Lakes. And unfortunately, the last low that's going to pass through Thursday and Friday is going to cool down our temperatures. So we're actually going to be below our seasonal average, getting us right into the May long weekend. What's your hurry? Enjoy the weather. Unless it looks like this. Coming up, we'll tell you where mothers had to deal with snow. Take a look at this. Isolated, non-severe risk for some thunderstorms today as that warm front moves through Southern Ontario. For the most part, like I said, non-severe. We could see some severe cells firing up towards the Windsor area today and into tomorrow just because of enough instability. We could see some hail and very strong winds. Rainfall amounts are not incredibly significant. We're looking at 5 to 15 millimeters, but it's just going to be continuous. I think that's the biggest thing, is that we're going to see kind of low after low after low moving through the lower Great Lakes, giving us wet weather pretty much the remainder of the week. Temperatures are going to be cooling down behind the cold front, so we're going to be chilly getting into the May long weekend. Talking about pollen makes me think of allergies, which makes me think of my husband sneezing all the time this time of year. It is the season. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is May the 12th. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is a beautiful sunny start to the day. We do have a little bit of active weather on the way, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He is downtown talking about Raptors Day. And Kevin, did you get bit by a raptor earlier?
Today.
All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. Enjoy. Have a good time down there. Okay. We do have the risk of isolated non-severe thunderstorms throughout the day today. We just have that warm front pushing throughout Southern Ontario. Chances are good that the bulk of this moisture is going to be throughout the overnight tonight, but the remainder of the week just looks awful. We've got these series of lows picking up moisture from the Gulf, giving us a very wet week as we get closer to our May long weekend. For more on our top 5 videos, you can always head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. It's Monday. It is May the 12th. I'm Emily Vukovic. We do have the risk for some active weather throughout southern Ontario today. The good news, no tornadic activity expected, but we could see some thunderstorms. We'll talk about that in a moment. First, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He's in Nathan Phillips Square. It's all about the Raptors today. Kevin, what's going on? Thanks, Kevin. I love the shirts. Everybody, wear your red shirts today to celebrate. It's awesome. Okay, we've got this area of low pressure that is being a nuisance. It's going to give us the potential for showers and thunderstorms today, right into tomorrow, and even by the end of the week. Some great video around the world. Thanks so much for that, Kim. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is May the 12th. We've been talking about a beautiful weekend. Happy belated Mother's Day to those that were celebrating. We saw sunshine and warm temperatures. It was a great day yesterday. We got up to 24 degrees through the city of Oakville. In Toronto on Saturday, we saw daytime highs around 20, but there was a little bit of a cool breeze, especially near the water, so it felt a little cooler than that, but still brilliant sunshine. It was a great weekend forecast-wise. I hope you got out to enjoy it because things have started to change. Yes, it may be sunny this morning, but we do have a series of lows on the way that are going to be moving their way through southern Ontario, giving us some wet weather for the remainder of the week. I understand it's the time of year. This is what we kind of have to go through to get to more summer-like conditions, but it's still going to be wet. So just try and deal with it as best you can. One low moves out. Wednesday, still wet. Thursday, new low moves in and temperatures are going to cool behind the second low, getting us right into a cool May-long weekend.
And number 1, where history and innovation thrive, Kingston, Ontario has been recognized as one of the best places to work and live for young professionals. Selfie. For more top 5 videos, log on to the video sections of theweathernetwork.com.
In my opinion, I think every city in Canada is pretty happy. If you want to see more of our top 5 videos, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is May the 12th, and I know the city of Toronto is very happy today. We have got sunshine, for one. For two, the deputy mayor is proclaiming today to be Raptors Day. Kevin Yard is live in the action. Kevin, what's going on right now? All right, thanks so much, Kevin. It's so nice to see all these fans out there celebrating it today. Okay, we do have the risk for a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms to fire up throughout southern Ontario today, just along that warm front as it inches its way through the region. Rainfall totals are not going to be incredibly significant. If we do see some thunderstorm activity, rainfall amounts will be going up, but for the most part, we're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters. Now, for the next couple of days, it's going to be wet, really wet. We've got a series of lows moving their way through southern Ontario, so it's going to be wet today, wet tomorrow, chance of isolated thunderstorms. And that low on Thursday, it is going to cool our temperatures down. Behind that cold front, temperatures are going to be dropping as we get closer to the May-long weekend. So 18 tomorrow, 17 for Wednesday. But then look at our forecast into the weekend. Temperatures well below our seasonal average. The good news, the silver lining, we may see a little sunshine Saturday. Thanks so much, Kasha. A lot of very difficult questions somewhat answered. All right, it's Monday. It is May the 12th. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've been talking about the sunshine this morning, and conditions have been perfect for the kickoff of Raptors Day, and that is where we join Kevin Yard. He is live this morning at Nathan Phillips Square, and Kevin, you're right in the thick of this. What's happening? Thanks, Kevin. So much fun. I love it. All right, we do have that risk for some isolated non-severe thunderstorms firing up and through the GTA. The more severe cells will stay down towards the southwest, and we're looking at the biggest threat being very strong winds and the potential for some small hail. Looking at the rainfall forecast, I mean, not epic amounts of rain, that's for sure, but if we do see some thunderstorm activity, there could be more rain in the forecast. The long-range forecast isn't great. We've got rainy day after rainy day after rainy day as a series of lows move their way through the lower Great Lakes. Temperatures, unfortunately, behind the last low on Friday are going to be dropping, so we're going to look at a below seasonal average weekend. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, this past weekend was gorgeous for getting out on your bike. It's Monday. It is May the 12th. I'm Emily Vukovic. We'll take a look back at the weekend. Temperatures, they were good. On Saturday, we hit a daytime high of 20 for the city of Toronto, and yesterday we hit a daytime high of 24 in Oakville. Felt a little bit warmer. The sun was stunning. Now, on Saturday, we did see a little bit of a wind, so it felt a little bit cooler, especially closer to the water, but for the most part, I don't think anyone was complaining about this weekend. Now, things have changed dramatically. We've got a couple of lows that are going to be moving their way through southern Ontario. The first one, the warm front, has the potential to bring us some isolated non-severe thunderstorms throughout the GTA. The more severe cells will stay well down towards our south. Now, we do have a series of lows moving their way through, and they're going to be bringing us wet weather all week long. We're looking at 18 degrees this afternoon through the overnight, going down to 12. That looks as though when we're going to be seeing the bulk of the moisture moving through. Tomorrow morning, it's still going to be fairly wet. The same system that's bringing us the active weather has brought a series of tornadoes down. A woman was trapped in the basement. She got out safely. That's what happens at the end of that video. Now here's a look at the active weather as it stretches all the way down through the U.S. They have the chance to see some active weather again today. We are going to be seeing a low after low after low, giving us wet weather pretty much all week. And then the last low is actually going to be cooling down our temperatures fairly significantly right as we head into the May long weekend.